Catus Maximus here, this time with a quick review of the CDI torque products 2503 MFRMH. A really terrible part number. Manufacturers don't really get that. Having easy to remember part numbers means it's easier for people to advertise your products. That being said, this is a CDI, which is a Consolidated Instruments. They've been around since the 60s or 70s. They were bought out by Snap-on. This is a long handle half-inch wrench, and you can tell it's a huge old long torque wrench. It's about 2 feet long. What you find is a lot of click type half-inch torque wrenches just aren't long enough. They're about 18 or 20 inches long, and most people have never actually applied 200 or 250 foot-pounds with the torque wrench. I've applied much more. But you'll find that on those shorter torque wrenches, you almost have to stand on it to apply 250 foot-pounds. It's a lot more force, and it scales up more quickly than what most people realize. And people just have a hard time understanding exponential increases in force. So this only goes from, what is it, 30 to 250 foot-pounds, but it's 2 feet long, so working in the upper ranges, it's a lot easier. It's super accurate. Another thing people don't realize about click-type torque wrenches is right at the moment that they break over and make their click sound is the torque setting. If I have a torque meter, at some point I'll make a video showing how when you pull and you click the torque wrench, you always are pulling a little too hard, and it clicks and bumps a little bit extra, and you can see where if you're very careful and it just clicks over like on this torque wrench, it'll be accurate to within 1 to 2 foot-pounds. It's amazing, like 1% accuracy. And if you pull it just a little extra hard, you can see how you over-applied 5 foot-pounds of torque. So torque wrenches are, relatively speaking, imprecise. It's a nice thing about a not a split beam, but a deflecting beam, the old school style torque wrenches, because you can see yourself coming up to the actual torque level and then just stop when you hit it. Those old school type deflecting, beam torque wrenches with the 2 arms are amazing. They really are amazing. You can't deny the calculations on steel. As far as the CDI, it's assembled in the USA, and it's a work of art. Here, let's go ahead and zoom in, and we'll see if we can't get a nice close-up here. Really nice close-up. There we go. You can see that it has a nice rubberized cap, a roll pin to hold in the calibration. You can see the quality of the knurling on this torque wrench. It's just about perfect. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Here's the adjustment collar. It's a spring loaded. It's a little soft. I would like it to have a more rigid spring. This whole torque wrench is all steel. Polished chrome. You can see the laser etching. Laser etching is much faster and cheaper for manufacturers, but it's really not the greatest way to mark something because it just gets covered with grease and you can't read anything. Also, it's not very deep on this. Some laser etching, they really make it go deep so it holds up better, but on the reflective surface, it didn't work out so well. I'm not a big fan of laser etching at all, but it's a lot cheaper than stamping, and it doesn't deflect the material and dent the material and all that. There's the body. Very smooth. There's just a pin. I like they put an O-ring to prevent particles from falling down in there. And a nice big oversized head. This is actually a really nice high quality ratchet head. It is quick release, but the pin is a through pin. And it has this neat feature here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Where it's a 3 position, so you can go loosen, since this is a click type, will work in both directions. Tighten. And then one really nice thing about this is it has a center position, and that is actually a locked anvil position. So it's just like a fixed head torque wrench. So that's kind of handy sometimes when you torque, but you need to back off a little bit and then torque again. You don't have to flip it. It's just like that. It's a metal switch even on this, so that's about all there really is to the micrometer style CDI 2503 torque wrench. An absolute work of art. The chrome on it and how well it's made, how evenly it's made is just amazing. It does use a ball bearing handle, so adjusting it's nice and easy. and it's generally recommended. I think these run in about the $200 or so range. I'm not exactly sure exactly how much these run. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and just wanted to show you this beautiful torque wrench. Catus Maximus out.